In this video, I have a very simple and effective tip for you to get out of your suffering. Believe me, come on with me to go beyond now. Hi everyone, this is Tima from Go Beyond Known. In this video I want to speak about getting out of suffering mood. If you haven't subscribed my channel, click the subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up please if you liked it. We all are suffering, but we don't know why we are suffering or how we can get out of that suffering mood, or we don't know what's the cause of this suffering. In my opinion, people are in the three groups. The first group is for people who are suffering and they don't know that their suffering is an illusion of mind, and they think that their suffering is real, and they think that whatever they feel about this present moment is real. They think that it is what it is and they cannot do anything for it, and they should get used to it, and they don't want to get out of it because they think that they cannot do anything for their suffering and they cannot change anything. They think that they are limited in the state of being that they are. So they accepted that their life is this, and they don't care about getting out of suffering, and they don't have this dream to get out of that suffering and experience a very good state of being, because they don't know that there's a good state of being too. And the second group is for people who are suffering and they know that they can change it and they really want to change it, and they know that life shouldn't be like this and suffering and solving one problem after another problem. And they really believe in changing their state of being, but the problem is that they don't know that where is the source of their suffering to be able to do something for it, and they don't know that how can they help themselves to get out of that suffering mood. So in this way they always are trying to find some solutions for the problems that their mind is telling them, or the problems that their mind is whispering in their head that, oh, you have this problem and you should solve this problem. You have financial problem and you should go and earn money to solve that problem. You have relationship problem and you should go and find a person that you don't have any problem with that person. And they think that their answers are outside of themselves, and that's why they are searching, and that's why they are seeker. That's why they are a seeker. We name it seeker, we name it wanderer. So my message is not for the first two groups. I mean the group for people who are suffering and they think that they cannot change it, they cannot do anything for their suffering to get out of it. And the group 2, that is for people who are suffering, so they are always searching for the answers of their problem outside of themselves. They always are searching for the answers to solve their problems, and they are searching for the answers of their problems from the outside of themselves. For example, if they have financial problems, they are trying to find some jobs to earn money to solve their problems. For example, if they have some financial problems all of their life, they're still searching for a job to earn a lot of money to get out of that problem. And for example, imagine that you have issues in your relationships all of your life, and you still are searching for a good person to have a good relationship, and you think that after that you find a good person to have a good relationship with it, to start a good relationship with him or her, So then you would get out of your suffering. So this was the second group that I don't want to speak with them. I mean, my message is not for them, okay? And the third group is for people who are suffering in their life and they are aware of that they're suffering from their life. And also they know that the source of their suffering exists in their mind. And they know that whatever their mind is whispering in their head is not real. It is just their mind-made problem. It comes from a, wait for it, problem maker mind. They are aware of that if the patterns, their mental patterns are the cause of their suffering, and it is a pattern that caused them to suffer from their life. And if they go to solve the problems that a problem maker mind makes, they're a loser. Because always they should go after the problems that the problem maker mind makes. And the problems won't go away. You know why? Because the problems comes from a pattern. And if their mind is programmed to make that problem over and over again, if they go to find the answers for those problems, they're wasting their time. Because the source is the patterns, not the problems. That's why your answer is not outside of you. It's inside of you. So the third group is for people who they know that the source of their suffering is inside of them and they want to find the answers inside of them, not outside of them. So my channel is for the third group, whoever wants to dig into themselves and find the problems inside of them. So now, generally, the mental patterns that create suffering, as Joe Dispenza said, is thinking, feeling loop. At first a thought comes to your mind and that thought creates a feeling. And again, that feeling creates a thought. And again, it happens over and over again in your mind. And if you go after this pattern, they're like a cat that is chasing its tail. So the solution is to come out of this loop, to cut this thinking, feeling loop, and create a space between stimulus and response. It needs practicing to get out of that loop and quit this habit to live in thinking, feeling loop in your head. And get out of living in your head constantly. So my offer is meditation, the thing that changed my life. How? In this way. You know, when a thought comes to your mind, that thought creates a feeling. And that feeling causes you, drive you to do something for that feeling. And that is your reaction. And that reaction again creates a thought. And that thought creates a feeling. And that feeling again drives you, pull you, cause you to do something. Do the reaction, habitual reaction. And you know what happened during the meditation? When you sit down and decided to keep silent and do nothing, in fact, you are cutting that loop. And do nothing for 20 minutes or whatever, 10 minutes even. Each know that you say to that loop, you say to that mind, you say to that mental pattern, thinking, feeling, reaction loop, that pattern gets weaker and weaker by each know that you say to that pattern. For example, when a thought comes and creates a feeling and that feeling causes you to stand up and go to do something, but you decided to stop it and do nothing, you are cutting the loop. And you are making that loop weaker and weaker by the time passes by. So in this way, you create a room for the unknown. So you are creating a space, you are creating empty room for the unknown. And you are not trapped in your known world anymore. And you are going beyond known. Yeah, let's go beyond known. So start your meditation practicing right after this video for just 1 minute. And you can start from 1 minute. That really helps. Remember, the more you say no to that loop and don't chase the cat tail, you are experiencing freedom. Yeah, start it right after this video. Why not? And just be aware of that you are cutting that loop by sitting down and do nothing and not going after whatever your mind is narrating from the reality. And after 1 minute, tell me how was that? And if you started to just sit down for 1 minute right after this video, write in the comments below that I start the journey to go beyond known, and let's celebrate it with each other. Let's start our journey to go beyond known. Let's go beyond known. Let's start our journey. By the way, I wrote a blog about why you should meditate, and I put the link in the description below. Let me know what you think about it. By the way, if you like to know that what I do for living, I put the link in the description below. You can check it out.